Okay, welcome to Dot 38 interviews. This week we've got John Abberton from Overland Gourmet. So John's going to join us and tell us about his what he does for people, how he can get out, and if you're camping in a group, John will come and cook for you and do some amazing food. So I'm going to introduce you, John, because we're mates, and I must say you're one of the most supportive people out there in the camping world, on the scene. When I first started camping, when I first got into it in New South Wales a year or so back, you invited us out, you sort of took us under your wing, got us into the group and things like that. And it's really great. So bit of a legend, but I think more than that, you probably share the number one spot with the best camp cook I've ever had. And I'm sure you know the other guy, our mate, John Riley.
Yes.
From Aussie Bush Camping. Yeah, I mean, you two make the best food I've ever had, and how you do it in the middle of a field is, and not in like a 5-star restaurant, is something else. So I guess my first question, mate, is how do you pull it off?
Lots of drinks, I suppose, when we go on our group camping. Like you said, it all started for me with the other cook, John Riley. Going back a year or two now, in a group called Aussie Bush Camping, he decided to try a full pig on a spit for 30 people with all the sides, amazing desserts, sticky date puddings, and just the most amazing feast in the middle of Newnes National Park. When I saw what could be done in camp ovens and what could be done around the fire on fire cooking, it really made me think more about what we could do when we went on our own camping trips. I suppose from there, the more group events we went on, the more adventurous we got with our cook-ups. And from there, we decided maybe this could be some kind of venture. We could show other people how we do it. And then there's especially a market, I suppose, in Sydney and metro areas of people that live so close to the great places where we go camping. But a lot of the guys don't have the gear and not very knowledgeable about what you can do with camp cooking. So I suppose, we just want to bring that to people and share with them what we get to experience.
Yeah, I guess you're definitely right. I mean, the average sort of camper that's got an Audi tent and a gas stove is not going to manage to cook up the feast that you do. And I think one of the things that makes you stand out and kind of blew me away the first couple of times we went out was just the range of gear you've got. Obviously, like me, you're a massive drifter fan. A lot of Snow Peak gear, a lot of the cooking gear. You've got some of the gear that from Thailand that Drifter are doing now. What would you say are like your essential things that you need, but most people don't have, I guess?
Look, I think if you've got a charcoal box, the charcoal boxes are great. Obviously, I've got an IGT, an iron grill table set up, so it's all modular. I can have one charcoal box, 3 charcoal boxes, however many people we're cooking for. We can supply that. The good thing about the charcoal box is that it's also freestanding. You can put it on a table.
Right. Yeah.
There's nothing like the latest video. Nothing compares to cooking meats, seafoods, anything over charcoal. It just doesn't compare to any other way of cooking.
Yeah, for sure. I think, and it's not just like you're using the standard Coles heat beads and things like that, right? You're using top of the range Gidgee, like Pitt Brothers and things like that, and it makes such a huge difference, doesn't it, to the taste of the meat?
Oh, for sure. There's none of the bitterness, and it's natural Australian hardwood. It burns so hot, you don't have to use a great deal of it to get the heat, and it lasts twice, 3 times the amount as the cheaper stuff.
Yeah.
For the time, like I've done a full chimney of Pitt Brothers charcoal, and the next morning it's still hot.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Like, that's amazing. You don't get that out of like just your standard brands of charcoal. That, and I must say, my uni pizza oven.
Yeah.
Would be my other favourite piece of gear. At the moment, it changes, but at the moment, I'm using my uni quite a lot. I'm doing lots of homemade doughs and making just the most fresh, beautiful pizzas when we go out. And I've just got a new Uniflame little cast iron skillet that fits perfectly in there. So now we can cook things inside a pan, inside the pizza oven as well. So we're looking at roast veggies or anything like that to accompany maybe a spit roast or a camp oven roast. You can use that as well.
Yeah, because I mean, I think pizza is one of those foods people think of Pizza Hut, Domino's. What that only does is absolutely 100% different, right? I mean, the first time I saw you cook with that, you fired her up, and I think within 10 or 15 minutes, you had the whole campsite stood around the dot, trying the pizzas that were coming out of there, and people were blown away, weren't they? I mean, the taste is totally different to something you buy from a store.
It's chalk and cheese. It really is. They're just authentic. Right, even the dough, we make the dough ourselves. Again, I have to give almost all the credit to John Riley. He's so generous with his information. He shares so much on his pages. He shares the recipes, the methods, and it's really the simplest of ways to learn. And it all comes back to him, basically.
Yeah. And I mean, he'll love that plug, but for sure. I mean, in the past, I've tried making my own dough, and people tell you to put it in the fridge overnight and all that sort of stuff. But you made it on the day, in a few hours before you used it, and honestly, it was the best pizza I've ever tasted. And there must have been 10 people that said that.
Yeah,
and the speed as well. What, 2 minutes a pizza?
Oh, mate, the uni pizza ovens, literally, if you've got it at its maximum heat, not even 2 minutes, a minute and a half, you can't walk away from it. You'll burn it.
Yeah,
it's just in and out, and like within 15 minutes you can crack out 10 pizzas and feed a small army in 10 minutes. It only takes 15 minutes to heat up. And
I think you made a lot of people happy that day.
so yeah, it's great.
I'm going to try, I'm not exactly the most tech savvy person here, but I've got some video of some of your food.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try and get it on the screen.
Ah, yeah.
So yeah, talk us through it, John.
Well, what have we got there? A Parmesan and mint potato rosti. Feta and mint potato rosti with some bacon. I think you came with us last time to my butcher in Maitland. Yeah. The Hunter Valley Meat Emporium. And what we got there is some maple coffee crusted bacon. Another one of John Riley's recipes there. That's the chorizo baked egg. That's in a camp oven, that one. Yeah. Looks amazing.
And what sort of bread's that?
Oh, we've just got some simple sourdough there, and just over the charcoal on the grill of the Snow Peak fire pit. Just toast it up a little bit, something crispy to sort of sop up that goodness with all the beans and the eggs and the tomato there on a cold morning. That's such an amazing breakfast. So it feeds an army, and it's just delicious.
And it's served up in the old Snow Peak bowl there, which makes it look even more appetizing.
Yeah, they've got the Snow Peak bowls. They stack away in the trailer, quite good for storage.
Yeah, no, awesome. That's really cool, John. I mean, we could go on all day looking at your food. There's just so much good stuff there. But I mean, you'll see all the pictures are on your Instagram feed, right? And also a fair few on your website as well, which is on the ticker at the bottom of the screen. But I think another one was that paella you did in the skillet there. That just, wow. I mean, that's the sort of stuff you see on the beach in Spain, mate. Not in the middle of a field.
Well, there's such a misconception about when you go camping. You know, is it burnt sausages and burnt food over the fire and tinned stews? It just doesn't have to be like that.
No.
You know, you can most camping vehicles these days have got a fridge or an ice box, and mate, if you've got a fire and a fridge, you can do any of these meals.
Cool. So you've got some packages that you offer people through your website. Tell us about what they include and sort of what sort of numbers you can do.
Okay, we've got at the moment it seems to be popular. We've got a gift voucher. It can be used. I don't really put a time limit on it. If you can use it whenever. Basically, it's a pop-up restaurant. So when you're camping, we'll come to you. We can arrange the campground for you if you like. We've got a great camp spot out Wollombi, and an amazing host out there. So it's a great spot, close to Sydney, close to Newcastle, and we'll come and you bring your own accommodation, and then kick back and let us take care of dinner. We'll do a 3-course
awesome.
dinner for you, under an amazing big hexa tarp that we've got, fully seated, beautiful dim lighting, campfire going around, and you can, if you want to learn the techniques of what we do, that's fine. If you want to sit down like our last guest did and enjoy a couple of bottles of bubbly and just relax, even better. That's it. That's our popular one at the moment. We offer a wood fire experience, which is basically pizzas and ribs and wings for the night, and we'll provide the accommodation up to 4 people. We like to keep it intimate, especially when it's more of a learning kind of experience. You learn the art of fire cooking. You learn the art of, all the different techniques that we use. And for 4 people, so we provide fully off-grid services. There's hot showers, there's toilets, and it's completely off-grid. You don't share with anybody else. There's private accommodation. We've got Oz tents that can accommodate up to 4 people. Usually 2 couples, and that's sort of how we do it. And then it's just a learning experience. And our main package, which is it's a 2-day experience, full experience. So it's aimed at people who don't have any camping gear, who want to learn all the different styles of cooking, camp oven cooking, rotisserie, camp oven, just all different kinds of charcoal cooking. And we will come and pick you up, bring you into our camp area that's already set up. So we'll pick you up from Sydney or Newcastle, bring you into our 4-wheel drive area, into a fully set up camp, and the masterclass starts as soon as you get there. The masterclass starts, you learn all of dinner on the Friday night, breakfast, lunch, and dinner on the Saturday, a wine tasting at our winery that is in partnership with us. And on Sunday, you learn a breakfast, and then we pick you up and we take you home.
Mate, sounds awesome. So if people want to book up, through the website at the bottom of the screen is the place they'll see your contact details. Yeah. And I think your email address is info@overlandgourmet.com.au, right?
Yeah, correct.
Awesome. John, massive thanks for taking the time to stop by.
Thanks, mate.
Can't wait for my next invite. So
I'm sure it won't be long.
Yeah, I got a feeling that is true.
Dave,
awesome, mate. Thanks for your time.
It's a pleasure. Thanks, mate.
Cheers, buddy. Bye.
Bye-bye.